There's a article on ESL Gaming article, exploitation of coaching spectating bug. Thoughts? Oh boy.
Oh wait, is somebody getting banned?
Exploitation of coach spectating bug in CSGO. Chat, remind me to read this with you guys, and we'll look at it after this, okay? Hunden, Dead, and Zoner. Oh, multiple. The trio faced lengthy bans after deliberately using the glitch to gain an unfair advantage.
Oh, does that mean their like ESL Cologne win is like overturned?
I don't know.
Dude, that's nuts actually.
I'm like so excited. This is so juicy. This is so pog tasty. I just want to read it. The Russian coach faces the biggest punishment of a 2-year ban, while Hunden will be banned for a year and Dead for 6 months. The bug became a topic of conversation last Wednesday.
The irony of it being MIBR's coach too, right? Like,
dude, no way their coach was literally doing shit.
Oh,
I'm reading through this. We're reading through
how
this shit
funny
together.
is that? Yeah.
So recently we were made aware of that by taking a combination of different steps, a bug in CSGO allows the coach of a team to become a spectator anywhere on the map, unbeknownst to anyone else. That coach would then be able to stay in that position, getting a free camera/observer position on the enemy's position spawns and or other areas, and could advise their team to react based on that knowledge. We consider this to be a violation in our rulebook section, blah, 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 use of bugs and glitches. We've since introduced measurements that prevent this abuse, which has been in place starting with ESL 1 Cologne. After closely analyzing all the matches from ESL and DreamHack competitions, which took place in the past months, and consulting with Valve in the process to solidify our findings, we've identified the following coaches to have knowingly misused the bug for a competitive advantage in live tournaments. Hard Legion, I don't even know, Mechano Gun at ESL 1 Road to Rio on 6 maps in 3 matches. Heroic Hunden at DreamHack Masters in 10 rounds on 1 map. MIBR Dead at ESL 1 Road to Rio, 1 round on 1 map. Okay, so that's not as crazy. Based on the findings in our rulebooks, the following ruling is made after the consultation with ECI or ESIC. What the? I don't even know what that is. What is ESIC, Davey?
ESIC, esports, something.
Oh, the integrity
coalition.
Yeah. Okay. Dead's gonna be banned for 6 months from coaching, competition, or playing. Hunden is 12 months. Mechano Gun is 2 years.
Yeah, because he did it on 6 maps, they said, right? So he was going ham.
Teams will be retroactively be disqualified from the tournament in question. So that one would be DreamHack Masters. So no, that would not.
Not Cologne.
Dude, that's actually, so if they didn't use it at Cologne, man, holy fuck. I'm not saying that makes it okay, but Jesus Christ, still, like, people are still just gonna be like question marking their win. The teams will forfeit their ESL Pro Tour points from the tournament in question. The teams will forfeit their prize money from the tournament in question. The individual teams have been contacted and informed, and we have also notified all the tournament organizers of this and will help investigate the matches on their end. ESIC will issue separate sanctions with a statement in due course. So they're not done punishing them yet.
They're not fucking around. No cheating. Cheating is unacceptable.
Applied, the ESIC player of code of conduct, which was applied at our tournaments and has been breached by these coaches. ESIC sanctions apply to ESIC member events and apply further than our sanctions will apply only to DreamHack and ESL. So this is just their ESL and DreamHack ban. There's still more potential bans on the way.
God damn.
No way Dead, of all people, I don't even care if it was for 1 round.
Yeah, it's just bad look.
No way you go after Steel for being compromising his morals for match fixing, and you fucking are in the Road to Rio. You did it in the major, dog.
The irony's too strong.
You can't write this. That's unbelievable to me that you act like that is disgusting. It's actually disgusting. Like, you have intentionally tried to berate another individual for their competitive integrity while simultaneously compromising and breaching all trust in the fucking system.
Also, that meant that they did that before they were going after Steel, right? Because it was Road to Rio. So they did that first and then went after Steel.
Oh my fuck. It's so bad, dude. That's disgusting, man. That is some disgusting level human shit. Like,
especially because, like, you don't have to say anything. You don't have to attack.
Dude, if you didn't say a word, we would all just be here like, oh, Dead used it for like a round. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
We'd all be like,
exactly.
oh, dude, Dead got
we would literally
6
all be
months.
sitting here like, we'd all be sitting here like, yeah, look, that's unacceptable, but 1 round, like, maybe it was an accident. Like, you know, we might give him the benefit of the doubt. But now it's like, no.
That's crazy, dude. All right. So as part of this announcement, we consider also important to note that multiple coaches after those mentioned in this past have encountered the bug. They did not abuse it in any way. So basically, they're saying that other people accidentally did it. It seems like a pretty common thing, which is I think I understand how it's happening, but I also haven't been coaches in these servers, so I can't really comment. But like when you reconnect and stuff like that, like there's weird, like sometimes you can get some weird shit going on, like with the coach bug or like the coach position in the server. So
Yeah.
So Heroic lose? No. Hunden used this in DreamHack Masters on one map for 10 rounds.
And Dead used it Road to Rio, 1 round, 1 map. And then the guy who, and the dude, ironically, this is the only time anyone's going to hear of this Meccano gun guy, because he's just full blown cheating throughout all the qualifiers. Like 6 maps he used it on. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah,
just
don't come
all
back,
the maps,
bro.
all
Just
the matches.
I honestly don't even like. I wouldn't even flame MIBR because like it could have been a genuine like, oh, I did this, I tried it, and then I was just like, this is not what I should do. The problem is you went publicly and berated people for devaluing the competitive integrity of the scene, while simultaneously you just did it yourself.
Yeah, because it just went so hard at Josh that it's like,
that's bullshit. If you're telling me you never used it at ESL Cologne, oh boy, see, here it already goes, brother. If they can track it down this meticulously to where they have rounds, if they are listing round numbers,
I can break it down for everybody watching if you want real quick. So like the reason why they can check the exact rounds and the exact everything is because when they're doing these tournaments online, they're listening to voice comms, so they have everybody paying attention to voice comms, and also all of the PCs are kernel level accessed, so they can just go back and look exactly what was happening and what was being said at any given time. That's why they can go to the exact round, the exact time it happened. So if it happened during ESL Cologne, they would have actually been able to go look at the coach's PC and see if he did it, which is why they know he only did it on this 1 round.
I really want to see if Steel says something.
I don't think you actually, he probably will.
I fucking
should, right? You just gotta.
Dude, it's like a fucking movie script, man.
when the bad guy just keeps digging their own grave just more and more and more.
Oh shit. So one of the head ESL referee tweeted out 1,500 demos later from tier 1 events. I have another 1,000 to go through. Time for tier 3 to tier 2 to tier 3 events. What's up, dude? Oh, sorry. Did you see? Steel did tweet.
Yeah.
Did you see what I responded? Did you?
No.
So okay, so you just joined. All right, Tucker, you ready for this? So 3 coaches just got banned. There's like a bug that you could like exploit in pro matches that they were abusing, and like they tracked down like the specific rounds and stuff.
13
but the real juice here isn't just that. So Hunden was the coach of one of the teams, which is the team that won Cologne yesterday, but it wasn't in Cologne, so that's that juice. So they fucking banged out without cheating in the most recent tournament, but they did previously have their coach manipulating some shit. It looks like one time they did it. And then, but the best part, the real juice is the head coach of MIBR, who's been going in. No. The guy that's been flaming Steel about fixing matches did it in the major. He did it for 1 round only, but the guy that has shit-talked Steel the entire time for ruining Counter-Strike and ruining the competitive integrity of the scene did it in the major. Quite
projecting, huh? Wait, so what was the exploit? And the important thing now is, did any of the players instruct or know that the exploit was being used when they were getting the info?
So they would have known, which is why the coaches are getting banned. Like they're getting for abusing the exploit, because it like gave them an advantage in those rounds. And the exploit is that sometimes when a round ends or when you reconnect to a server, the spectator bug, because as a coach you're only allowed to spectate, right? But it's supposed to only spectate your players. What happens sometimes is there's like these locked cameras around the map for like.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So they'll get locked on a spot. So let's say outside on train, the coach will get locked into that spot, and they can just click their mouse and switch back to one of their players and not abuse the bug. but these coaches stayed in that spot so they could have info on
say like
everybody
an
outside.
Overwatch position of the whole outside of train.
Kind of. I don't know if that's the exact one that was used, but that's like an example of what could have happened.
So based on what Moses is saying and based on the ESL referee's response, Moses was saying he thinks 6 months for one round in one map seems unjust and also seems like a PR hit, or like seems like it's over the top, like it could have been an accident from Dead, except the ESL referee immediately responded saying he was rotating the camera to check where enemies were going. And then he also said that he hasn't gone through non-ESL and DreamHack tournaments to check.
So how? Oh my God! So
there could be more. There could be more. Yeah.
Who called this one out?
Plus,
ESL?
I feel like
ESL did. Yeah, ESL did.
I feel like Moses is off the mark on this one. It's like if a guy aimbotted for one round, is it too much? If a guy wall hacked for one round, is it too much?
You can't.
Like,
if as soon as you get into the moral dilemma of when is too much cheating over the line. It has to be a black and white. If you do it at all, then you get the full punishment because then you're just gonna do a case by case the whole time.
Yeah. No, and he's like,
if the rule is you can't do this, this is a form of cheating. Like this is cheating. Like this is the rule. The rule is cheating equals this. Then it doesn't matter how much of it you do or what you do. If it's cheating, it's cheating. Simple.
Right. I mean, you can make the people's court claim that you accidentally did it and you're sorry you fucked up. But it doesn't matter. You need to like it otherwise the integrity of the whole sport takes a hit because it's like, well, he just cheated in one pivotal round. Like how pivotal? It's not down to anybody to determine how pivotal a round is when somebody cheated
exactly.
in it.
Like we all know what Moses means, but at the same time, you just can't do it that way, right? Like that's just not. He's right. Like we get what I get where the sentiment comes from, but that's just not how you can. If you're ESL, you cannot give him a pass.
I think they should all have the same amount of time. Like cheating.
I think that it should be uniform. Yeah. However, I lied. I think that that 6 months for one instance is fine because it's really not like that is not you're not lifetime banned. You're still capable of like doing your job, right? But where it becomes a problem is if you show a pattern of repeated abuse, right? If there's two or three times where they've done it, get him out of here for good.
What if he did it 6 maps in 3 different matches?
More than one time, get him out of here for good. If it's just one time, you fucked up. All right, you get the 6 months.
Yeah, they broke it down into rounds because that's how like invasive the anti-cheat is. So the guy got 2 years, was 6 maps in 3 matches. And then Hunden did it for 10 rounds on 1 map. So it's like, okay, then how do you break down the instances, right?
Got a wide swing.
That still just crazy to me. Like, even though it was 1 time, I'm so curious to see if they did it in face it shit now.
Because he said they only were reviewing tier 1 demos, and that means most of MIBR's demos would be in like the tier 2, tier 3 section right now.
Yeah, depending on like because they haven't been playing well. They've been on a slippery slope, and then on top of that, how they've handled some of their losses. Let's just say they're not falling they're not falling gracefully.
From grace.
Yeah. No, that one works too. Like it's not been pretty. Did Dead get off too lightly? No, I think most people, if anything, think Dead got punished too hard. If you're cheating, you're cheating,
and
right?
this map
doesn't matter how small or little. Like he's intentionally exploiting and cheating in the game, right? Imagine if they just tried aimbot for 1 round in a match, right?
Dude,
say he just walled for a round, right? That's okay. That's kind of like what he did. He walled for 1 round, right? It's like, oh, okay, like, are we really getting into this dilemma of how much is like cheated? You don't want to make it a gray issue because if you don't, like, it's just gonna be a clusterfuck. You need to be just black and white, just straight up down the line, and everybody understands like if you do this, you're getting banned. There are other tournaments, and they said they haven't actually checked all the tournaments yet. And this is just ESL and DreamHack's punishment. This is not everybody else's punishment. There could be more offenders, and there could be repeat offenders than the people already listed. So what is this? I'm looking at it right now. I'm not sure what he's saying, so I'm just trying to... This wasn't even during the time. This isn't even what they're asking him for. Apparently, so Dead in this chat, you're telling me, is saying that this is when he first found out about this exploit. So that makes it look worse, though. Because wasn't this after? Man, this is so confusing. Like, so apparently, I don't speak Portuguese, so I don't know what he's saying, but he's like showing like a video of him. I guess he's claiming that this is the first time it happened to him, except it's not the event that he's getting in trouble for.
So he's showing more proof of him doing it.
I guess.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton.
I think
See
he
how it
literally
pans
just
out.
admitted to using it in a different tournament, but then simultaneously is saying they didn't do anything with the info. Is that his defense? I think. I don't know. I wish I spoke Portuguese.
You think
I
his?
don't know.
Yeah. I'm hoping that his defense is well, I told them about it. Nobody fixed it, so I thought it was okay. He's saying that it's the first time it happened, but the ESL guy says that they saw other times where he reported it before, so he knew the bug existed and used it. Got you. So he's saying it only happened one time. That time, check it out. And then the ESL guys are saying it's happening in different times. We have proof.
Yeah, which I quite frankly there's no motivation for the ESL people to lie about this. They don't get any joy in this.
I do, however, think that in the interest of MIRB not becoming the second Brazilian meme to exist, they might have cheated to increase their likelihood of winning.
I'm gonna be also, you called him MIRB, which is hilarious.
What is it? MIBR?
Yeah, but it's funny. It's adorable. Like when you talk Counter-Strike, it makes me I just get all giddy.
I just
like
say people's names I know. Sean Gears,
yeah,
Henry G,